Please like to unlock this presentation. Hello, my name is Tayo Selin Pamod. I would like to give you some background information about fourth glass manufacturing. Glass can be molded into different shapes and sizes depending on its intended purpose. Today we are going to talk you about fourth glass. There are many fourth glasses in your life. You can see fourth glass in everywhere and every time. The purpose of today's presentation is to tell you about background and the advantage of fourth glass. I would like to cover 5 points. Firstly, what is glass? And secondly, what is glass made of? Described by Mr. Shannon Petai. Thirdly, how is glass made? Described by Mr. Granat Kamathampi and Mr. Gomin Chompibun. Fourthly, application of fourth glass. And finally, conclusion described by Mr. Chidanai Wesawanakit. Now, let's start looking at what is glass by Mr. Shannon Petai.
Hello, my name is Shannon Petai, student ID 610102T7. My talk is divided into two parts. Firstly, I will tell you what is gas. Gas is known for its fragility as well as firmness that make it typical of solids. At the same time, it can be qualified as a liquid, but scientifically, gas is what it called an amorphous solid, a state between two states, or matter. In terms of conductivity, gas has neither thermal nor electrical, since it has no reaction with the commonly known chemical compound. Secondly, if you calculate what its gas is made of, the primary raw material in gas are sand, soda, limestone, qualified agent, coloring, and thickening gas. Gas sand is about 3 out of 4 of the entire gas composition. Now, let's move on to how is gas made by Granat Kamathampi.
Hello, my name is Goranat Thammakampi, student ID 61010019. Next, I will tell you how is glass made. The fourth glass production process can be divided into 5 universal steps. First step is batching of raw material. The main components comprising silica sand, calcium oxide, soda, and magnesium are weighed and mixed into batch to which recycled glass coolant is added. The use of coolant reduces the consumption of energy. The materials are tested and stored for mixing under computerized control. Second step is melting of raw material in the furnace. The batch raw materials pass from a mixing silo to a 5-chamber furnace, where they become molten temperatures in the furnace reach up to 1600 degrees Celsius. Third step is drawing the molten glass onto the tin batch. The molten glass is then flowed onto a batch of molten tin at a temperature of about 1000 degrees Celsius. It forms a ribbon which is normally between 5 and 6 mm by suitably drawing the glass, though a complex process involving top row machines. Ribbon thickness is a range of 1.9 mm to 19 mm can be achieved the glass, which is highly viscous, and the tin, which is very fluid, do not make the contact surface between these two materials is perfectly flat, giving the term flat glass to the final product. Right, let's move on to the glass. How is glass made? By Gomin Chompibun.
Okay, now I will tell you 2 remaining steps. First step is cooling of the molten glass in the annealing layer, or leaving the bath of the molten tin. The glass, now at the temperature of 600 degrees Celsius, has cooled down sufficiently to pass through an annealing chamber called layer. The glass is now hard enough to pass over roller and its nail, which modify the internal thread, enabling it to be cut and work in a predictable way and ensuring flatness of the glass. As both surfaces are fine finished, they need no grinding or polishing. Fifth step. Fifth step is quality check, automatic cutting and storage. After cooling, the glass undergoes rigorous quality check. It is then cut into sheets of size varying up to maximum of 6,000 mm times 3,660 mm, which are in turn automatically stacked, stored, and ready for transport. Now, let's move on to application of first glass by Shiddanai Vesuwanakit.
In this part, I will tell you about application of float glass. Float glass is used for glazing wherever full transparency is required in the building. Float glass is used as base material for safety glass, reflective glass, self-cleaning glass, and any other. But with more advancement of float glass manufacturing, such as ultra-thin float glass, new applications are being discovered in electronic and technology. For example, you can see in the television screen, notebook screen, and smartphone screen. Now we are in the end of our presentation. As you can see, float glass that we have seen in every day had many processes before become float glass. And in the future, we hope float glass manufacturing become more environmentally friendly and more advancement in process of float glass, so we can use float glass in various ways. And if you have any question, we are happy to answer them. Thank you for your attention.